Hi folks, Professor Neblos here. Today I come with reasons why politicians, especially African politicians, must do and pass university exams. They must take their exams in economics, they must take their exams in history, they must take their exam in political science, and they must pass this exam. After this exam, then they go for special license. That's program that will license them to be licensed politicians. And this particular one must be conducted by an independent body. I'm not talking about independent like INEC. I'm talking about international juries must constitute this body. So there is no money politics there at all. If you fail, you fail. You pass, you pass. And when you pass, you get a license to practice as a politician. You know, sometimes people say the most difficult and delicate job on earth is medical practice and all that because they deal with human life. Yes, but the mistake of a doctor can only cost one person's life at a time. But the mistake of a politician is like a nuclear bomb. Look at the effect of hit or miss policies in Nigeria today. Look at how many people are dying. Look at sufferings everywhere. So do not dismiss this suggestion as suggested by Dr. Goldstein. Okay? You'll soon hear his video. So don't dismiss it, because you cannot dismiss anything validly until you have tried it. Okay? So that should be the end of all these people who have failed in their businesses, failed in their industries, and now see politics as a place to hibernate, having failed in other industries. So we will not see that if we have this kind of test I'm talking about. Okay? They must do a test. Otherwise, how do you even imagine the way people are hungry in Nigeria, the rate of deprivation, the way of starvation, increase in everything that people need to survive. And yet, the legislators, what concerns them is the debate over how they will increase their own emolument and SUV to increase their lifestyle of inanities. So it defies logic. People like that should not even find their ways into politics at all if they have a test to do. Test of integrity and all these things. So if we do this kind of test, we'll be on our way to political sanity. And people also will enjoy the fruit of their labor. As it is now, sincerely speaking, all those who have failed in all their professions, they find their way in politics, because in politics, particularly in Nigeria, there is no rigorous thinking. No rigor whatsoever. Everything goes, everything comes. And that's why you get the kind of things you are getting right now. People don't think things through. They don't think policies through. It's just a hit or miss. Let's just try this again. Let's try this again. And each time they've tried, they fail. And the people are the ones who bear the brunt. Let's have this test. Let them all be graduates of economic, political science, and history. After that, they have to do a test that will license them as politicians. And this one will be conducted by international juror, not somebody they know, not the party kind of thing. After that, it doesn't end there, because the job of a politician is so important. It's only in Nigeria they don't know the importance. It's very, very important. After all this, they have to indemnify themselves, a kind of signing a bond of compensation that if I misrule, if I steal people's money, if I do anything that is not in tandem with the Constitution, I will be sued and I will pay for it. If I don't have money to pay for it, I will go to jail. So until that is done, there will be no end to the woes that we're experiencing now in Nigeria and some other parts of Africa. What do you think about this? Let's listen to Dr. Goldstein as he put it more succinctly. This is Professor Neblos. I come in peace as usual. Don't forget to subscribe and to share. God bless you.
Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night with like an idea that just, boom, hits you in the head? Middle of the night last night, I woke up and I started thinking, plumbers need a license. Electricians need a license. In fact, nearly everybody that does anything in any industry that serves our society needs a license. Why? So that we know they're properly trained. And we know that if they screw up, there's something we can do about it. So I'm starting a movement, and I hope you all join. Politicians need to be licensed. So here's what I'm going to say. You want to be a politician? You got to get a degree in politics or economics or something that does any good besides acting. You want to be a politician? You got to take a test. Just like the rest of us to get licensed. You got to take a test. And you got to pass the test. And then you have to indemnify yourself with insurance. So when you screw up our lives by doubling the price of our gas and tripling the price of food and other commodities, we can sue your ass and get the money we need to pay for the stuff that you're making us pay more for. And that's my idea of the day.
Nigerian, how do you see that? Don't you think we can start our advocacy on that? Our advocacy and campaign on what Dr. Goldstein had just said? Why not let's join in this vanguard? Will you join?